Hello everybody, welcome to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is PES 2017, the Master League mode. And we're going to have the 5 remaining games in the league campaign as we try to get the top 2 positions. It may not work, it may work, it really just depends if we can avoid defeats in the next 5 games and if we can win every single match. Because really, that's what we need to do. We need to win every match this season to ensure that we continue to progress and that we can at least show that we are going to fight to the very bitter end to ensure that we could at least get the top 2 positions.
The idea was good though, Peter, and I like the run that triggered the pass, but the quality was the problem.
But yeah, the first game of the 5 is against Wolves.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Barnsley faced with a real prospect of letting this slip.
I made a mistake. Could I say the penalty?
Good
yes!
Save, really well read.
First penalty I've ever had to
such a poor
save, and I've
Just
saved
never
it. Great stuff. I feel a bit lucky, really.
Looks to slip it through.
Edwards on the ball. Goes for goal! Dear, oh dear, oh dear. They lead. 1-0.
With perfect timing.
Free kick to Wolves.
Hurls himself at it. He has done it.
Yeah, we didn't do very well in this game.
2 to the good. They have breathing space.
Probably one of my worst performances that I can really remember, and at the time I did not want to be losing.
Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
It's really embarrassing. But yeah, we could have done a lot better in this match, and we just failed to do what we should have done to the standards that I know I can play at.
And the ball's come out. And that's that. It has ended in disappointment, defeat, and back to the drawing board. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strong.
Yeah, they had 6 shots, we had 5. We didn't have a single shot in the first half, which probably cost us in the end. But yeah, our next game was against Sheffield Wednesday as we tried to progress their local rivals, so some of our players will probably end up being better because of it. So at least see what we can do against Wednesday, our playoff rivals.
Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging.
Good players in the middle, we have done. It's in. We
And
have the
he's
lead
found the
again. Oh yes. I haven't seen this celebration before.
Looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's their clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
So, what can we do here? Oh, okay.
That's a foul.
Well, that's stupid, isn't it?
Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
But yeah, that was the win that we're looking for against the local rivals, which will probably cost them a place in the top 2.
The only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0.
Well, once they got that goal,
yeah, they didn't have a single shot. We had 6. I'm very happy.
And that clean sheet, you know, key to the win.
But yeah, next game was against Reading at home, and we're going to try to at least make up for the defeat in the first game. But could we do it? I don't know. It'd be nice to think I could though, wouldn't it? Corner!
Up for the header!
Oh my god, scored directly from corner. That doesn't happen often, does it? I should know. I struggle from those situations.
In his way, he just was not to be denied.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
The only reason I'm showing this is because of how surprised I was that this actually works, and the fact I actually scored directly from a corner. I don't do that very often. Oh, and there's also something happening directly after this replay. Is it another goal, or is it something more serious?
Barnsley take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Tries a through ball.
How on earth has he gotten in here?
Can he shoot?
And I should have done better. think it's literally
Yeah, I
their
love
first
the
attack
finish,
and they
but
score
I
with
think
it.
had the pass been delayed for just a second longer, I think he would have been flagged offside. And I think you have to praise them all round on that one, from the pass and the finish.
Yeah. Can we get something going from this counter-attack?
Spoon forward.
Is there a counter-attack when it's come directly from the goalkeeper, or is it
Now
just
here's the through
quick
ball.
tempo football? Play in the
In
middle.
with a header!
Oh, it works! Lovely
Marvellous
stuff.
goal!
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted, into that net.
Barnsley just have to run down the clock.
We're going to get another win. Hooray!
Passes it through. A chance!
Yeah,
And
2
that will
wins
be
in
the
2
final
matches.
act.
That's
Whatever
made up for the
shortcomings
defeat in
on
the
either
first
side,
game of the
it was
video.
a great game to watch, just one between them. How do you look back on
We
the game,
had
When you get
12 shots, they
free-flowing
had 5.
football out wide with
We had more
consistent
shots on
supply into
target
the
than they had a
box, it
goal.
brings excitement
What does
to
that say?
the game.
But yeah, next game was against Preston North End. I did change things about a little bit. Most because I wanted to at least give myself some time, and because I felt like we could do better. Preston North End, I'm not sure if I have a good record against them or not. I actually I did a co-op save and Football Manager once with them, where I was Preston and my friend was Notts County. He was in Notts County because they were the oldest club in English football, possibly the world. And I was Preston because they were the first ever champions of the Premier League when it was called the Old Division 1. Very first ever
Barnsley
campaign.
haven't made a substitution yet.
Anyway, we're going to try and see what happens here.
Aimed
Play in
it
the middle.
towards the centre.
How's that not gone in? And how have I not got the rebound in?
Keeper has shown
God
great
damn it.
concentration there. I think his anticipation
Put it
pretty
on.
much did the trick for him.
There you go. Can we go for goal?
Has a hit.
Yes, but the keeper
He's
denies.
there to make a great save.
Well,
Much
I was hoping for more than that,
a
really.
routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
you know, I've considered actually being a goalkeeper in one of my video series on PES. I'm not sure how that worked, but I have considered it.
That's it.
And we've
Look
definitely
nil-nil
missed
for
out on
the
ultimate
fairway
promotion
out.
now.
Little craft
We
or
should have won,
guile or
in my
penetration.
personal opinion.
Defence is
But that's
largely
because I'm
untroubled.
a miserable
It's
sod.
goals. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think they'll be a little irked by the fact that they had control for good periods of the game and didn't do enough.
But yeah, Norwich City, the last game of the league campaign. They are also in the playoffs. A place below us in the league. And we could potentially knock them out of the playoffs if we win this game. But they could also do the same to us if they beat us. So this could be interesting. Straight away from
So
kickoff.
it's down to business here.
And already I'm struggling. They beat us last time, didn't they? They only started actually beating
Glorious
us
footwork.
at Oakwell,
Goes
I
for
believe.
goal.
And that was not good. Okay, they're going to have another
Naismith
chance at goal, I think.
Towards the front.
I am terrible at defending recently, I don't know why.
Into the channel. Stephen Naismith looking to
What
get
can he
on
do?
the end of this.
Play it back to Tete.
Can
Pritchard.
he finish?
Ooh. That could be better. Here's Lafferty.
Lafferty!
And again we blocked it. That could have been very,
When the
very
keeper
bad.
has control of that, usually a
But we're
striker
gonna ball back.
would react
Yay!
first, so that
What can
defender
we do
deserves
here?
praise.
Passes it through. Now here's the through
Lobato.
ball.
On the ball now. He's got inside. Well done to him. Kept it somehow. Can play it in the middle.
How
Kick.
about
Oh no 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 no
Right
no
place,
no
right
no.
time. It
We
was
should have
just as well
scored.
the defender
We
was
should have
on hand
scored.
to mop it
I
up.
bloody well know it. Okay, trying to
Accusatory stare
defend.
there tells the whole story.
Yeah, the communication lines were working really
no.
well, but the supply
Imagine
line
we lose
had
now.
a bit of a blockage.
Jerome. Oh, we've got to pull back. Good, 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 good.
Norwich get it back
And they
again.
give her a goal kick. Thank God for that. Oh, anyway. That could have been a lot
And
worse.
that's that. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, look, Peter, no matter what the circumstances, in my career there was always a call for ending the season on a winning note. Go out on a high, And then obviously a more forensic reflection can begin on what needs to be altered during the close season.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon.
Yes, anyway, they had 5 shots, we had 4. We had only 1 shot on target, they had 5. So we could have been in a bit of a dire situation there. But we only needed a point to secure our place in the playoffs, which is good. Villa did win, so we couldn't have got to them anyway. We finished 7 points behind Villa in the end. Sheffield Wednesday finished third. Derby jumped both us and Norwich to get to 4th, so we'll be facing Derby in the playoffs. I can't remember how it did, but I only got 42 goals in 46 matches, but considered just 19 goals. We drew too many games, didn't we? If we hadn't drawn as many games, we would possibly could have been promoted automatically. I don't know, that's just me complaining. And 5 games, 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 defeat. That all sums up our season, doesn't it really? The 2 0-0 draws. It's probably why we haven't done as well as we could have done. But that's just my personal opinion. And we didn't have a single player in the team a month. Oh, that tells me a lot. Oh, and Labato improved dramatically and has got to 77, Armstrong up to 65. But yes, anyway, I'm actually going to end this video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and that you'll like and share this video and that you subscribe to my channel. It really helped me a lot. Next time you see the playoffs and maybe one other game. And so anyway, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.